good. We're good. We're online. It's working. I think so. The red light's gone. I've started the stream. We have 0 viewers right now. And I'm excited because I got the green screen working. No, I'm just kidding. No, but really, it's the first time we're doing this. There's gonna be there's no format for this right now. I'm just going to work on this painting here, which I've been spending like a couple hours on, and I got my painting up here, got my reference down here, and we're just gonna give it a shot and see how this goes, and make sure everything's good. You can hear me correctly, and test everything out. So yeah. Oh man, I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. Um, let's see. Got that working. Okay. I gotta mute that. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hopefully I didn't mess things up there. All right. Gonna hide that. Perfect. Perfect. All right. I think it's good. I think we're going. So yeah, all right. I guess we'll get started. And then we'll just see what happens. Did a little post on Facebook and saying that we're doing this. Let's see. We're just gonna. What are we gonna do? I'm gonna do this real quick. Share that. Over to my own timeline and testing out the live stream. Come say hi. All right. Share link. Bam. Oh, this is exciting. And then we got that going. Let's see. Oh, it works. Oh my gosh. We are going. Sweet. Okay. Well, I guess we'll get painting. Let's do it. Let's paint. Paint, paint, paint. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Okay. So we got this guy. And let's see. A ton of global adjustments. Oops. Yep. We're working on a banner image. Got my foreground. And my stuff there. I kind of like it without, and then we can juice it later. So let's see. Okay. And this guy. Okay, we got our tree. And we got foreground. Got our midground clouds. Got our midground BG clouds. And our BG. Okay. And we're just going to fill this in so we can, perfect. And let's see, let's group all that together. And we'll call that the canvas. Okay. Sweet. All right. I think that's it. Cool. Alrighty. Let's do this. Okay. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. All right. I'm going to just work on this stuff for a little bit. Actually, this background needs the most work. So we're going to work on that. Let's see. Clean all this up back here. Hide that. Awesome. All right. Let's see. Okay. Let's do this. Gotta clean all this up here. I like that area. Let's do a little bit of this. Let's go. Is that on my midground? No, it is in the background. Cool. Okay. So maybe, yeah, maybe we do more of that kind of stuff going on. Get a little bit more of that going on, and then hit that shadows. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, let's see, this tree. I like it, but it's a little saturated. We don't have any room to kind of move around a little bit in those leaves. So I'm going to just bring them down a little bit. There we go. There we go. And then we need a little bit more shaping on some of these forms. And that vine is awful. So let's go ahead and fix that guy. Let's just kill it. Mask it. I know what we'll do. I'll dupe it, just in case I want it back. All right. Yeah, let's see. And since we're setting this up, we're just going to check one thing real quick. Let's see. Hey, 4 viewers. Hey, we have a viewer. What's up, guys? It works. What do you know? Sweet. Batico. What's up, Mari G? Yes! All this reference is normal to have up. I use a ton of reference. And just for like shape, language, and the types of trees. Because if I just paint a tree, it'll probably end up looking very silly unless I have all these wonderful ideas going from the photos and things. So I get, like right now, I'm looking at these guys right here, and also maybe the shapes of these guys to kind of help out this one that I'm painting right now. So that's kind of what I'm doing. You can't change the quality of the stream because I don't know. I'm still working on the kinks on that. So I think, is it only set to source? Like you can't lower the quality, is that right? Or is it just really bad quality? My net can't load source quality. Oh, so sorry. I think that has something to do with because it's a new stream, then I can't have those settings available for you guys. So that's something I'm going to work towards, is getting that quality for you. The good news is, though, it's going to be posted to YouTube after this, and then you can set your quality there. So unfortunately, if for the live stream, if you can't down the quality, I'm so sorry. This is the first test for this stream, so hopefully we'll get that kink sorted out and you'll be able to watch it at the quality that works for you guys. So this is good. We're figuring out something. But yeah, if you follow me on YouTube, this will get posted there after this, and then you can see it. And nice. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Patco. All right. What is my YouTube? There should be a link below on the page, but it's basically YouTube/C/metavisuals. And actually, I could probably, let's see. Here we go. That should work. There you go. let's see. We need one of these without color dynamics, and let's do nice. Thanks for subscribing too. And we'll make a new brush because we need a brush without texture. Let's see. We want paint, KFP. Yeah, standard. There we go. All right. Let's see. We've got to figure out this area in the back. I do make music too. Not a lot of music, but I try. I've made a few original compositions on the piano. I grew up playing the piano, and so I like to improvise and stuff these days. So I've got a few original compositions in the works and stuff, but I'll try to get more online soon. Let's see. Let's see. You don't like to learn the songs? Oh, I do like to learn songs too. These days I'm focusing more on the visual arts, so I have less time for the performing arts and piano and stuff. So, but it's still a great way to relax and stretch those fingers. Let's see. Thanks. Yeah, have a listen. Tell me what you think. Hey, Mari G. The waterfalls. Well, I'm just trying to make like a serene scene here, and it's hard to tell, but I've got these kind of tiered waterfalls coming down into this misty kind of river here. So just trying to define some of those shapes more at this point because it's a little jumbled and a little rough. So I'm working on defining some of those details now. This is rough. Yep. Rough for I like to get it kind of a little bit more detailed and stuff. I want it to be a very easy read of what these shapes and forms are doing. So I'm trying to get it a little bit more refined. This is just a personal fun piece. So I'm kind of just playing in the space and seeing where it goes. And I'll probably call it final instead of rough once I'm in that kind of state of, oh, that looks good. I think I can call it a day and post it up and put it aside. Let's see. You know what? What we might do, let's see. Probably got to get some darker values up here on the mid ground. So because this is getting a little too chalky and stuff. So what if, let's make a new layer just in case we don't like it. And let's see. Actually, we can grab some of this. Get a little more green in there. I want it to be really kind of that happy grass color. So get some of that, a little bit of a yellow highlight. Because we have this intense like warm light coming from the top left. So I don't mind getting a little like golden color in the grass and stuff. Excuse me. Yeah, it's looking better. All right, let's see. This foreground. What happens if we just take this guy, copy it, and what if we make it bigger and just get it down here a little bit? And then let's get rid of that and make a new layer. And let's just bring it around. Actually, you know what's throwing the scale off? Is this guy. This is a little bit thick right here for being so far back on the plane. So if we decrease that, I think. Let's see, is that on the midground? It is foreground, and we got our midground. It is back there. So let's see. Trying to stay organized in case I want to animate this thing. Now, animating it would be something along the lines of we have these background clouds going by. So they would just be slowly kind of tiling this way, which would be super fun. And we have some of these guys in here that could be kind of shimmering and stuff if we've put some lighting effects on that. So, or get the foreground just kind of parallaxing with the midground and stuff. But I'm kind of thinking maybe we break it out later and we just do some painting on top for a little bit, just because there's so much to kind of unify. So maybe we'll do that. Let's go ahead and do that. So we'll do a new group, call it paint over, make a new layer in there, and let's just try this out. I appreciate the comment, Pat. That's awesome. I'm glad you like the music. Thanks so much. All right, let's see. What if we do? We need to get some. There we go. We're getting a little too bright back there. Actually, that's pretty good. So that effect was kind of good, but not everywhere. So I kind of want it just back here. So I'm going to just put a mask on that and then just have it affect that midground back there. And then I can dial it in a little bit more. It's a little muddy, but we can work on that later. Just trying to get the values in a better place so that we have more to work with. Because if everything's blown out like that, it's a little bit hard to refine. So if I bring it down a little bit, then we can add some fun stuff to lighten it back up. See? But we can just do it in the places that we want to instead of having it be everywhere, which it was kind of doing that. You know what? Maybe we reverse it. I'm just thinking out loud here. What if we go back here? What does this look like? Ballpeen. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate it. You're here for the first ever live stream. Yeah, this could be good. A little too red, so let's take down some of that red, get it more into that golden light. There we go. There we go. Cool. And what we could do, let's make a new layer, soft light, and let's get some of that blue in there. Punch up these guys. Volume's a bit low. Oh, thank you. All right, let's see. Let's try to get this a little closer. How's that? Is that better? I think I just need to be closer to the mic, but could be wrong. Maybe I got to do my settings too. But thank you. Let me know if this is better, okay? Dum dum dum. Is the volume better for you? Let me know in the chat. Dum dum dum. Cool. You are like the second follower, so I really appreciate it. Yeah, we're just getting this thing going. I love to give demos and things, and this is the first ever stream on this channel. So I got a lot of ideas for what we could do, what we could talk about. But right now we're just painting a nice little happy waterfall scene and kind of going from there. So I'm glad you joined. Let's see. All right, so maybe, oh, you know what? We were working on some highlights. Let's get more of those guys going on. Because we have a nice rim light going on these bushes, but we can actually just peek out some more highlights here. Let's get this brush. And there we go. Just get some more of that sunlight on these bushes here. Happy little waterfalls, that's right. Don't want to get too noisy with this though, so we'll dumb that back a little bit. Okay, cool. All right. And I'm liking this guy. What if we bring that down? Have it go into the rocks there. And actually, this. And blue shadow. I love blue shadows. And if we have this intense orange light, it just calls for the need for blue shadows. So let's just trying to give it more on these trees here. All right. know what? Let's see. Let's get the scale down on these guys. So we're just going to hit this a little bit, get that frequency a little smaller. So it's not too brushy back there. Or not, you know, big brush strokes. We want kind of little brush strokes because it's farther away from us. It's throwing off our scale a little bit. All right. Yeah, we'll fuzz that out a little bit. This software is making my head spin. Dawn Dark, how you doing? You know, it'd be fun. Let's see if we can just play with the blues, see where we go, and get it a little crazier with that saturation. Because we have a really saturated like rock right there, and I'm liking that, but it's not echoed anywhere else as strongly. So let's see if we can add some more of that blue here, maybe over here, and see what that looks like. And it's a little bit like royal blue, whereas we have a lot of cyan and kind of greenish blues going on elsewhere. So what we might do is actually just tone it down in that area if it is a little too much. So let's go ahead and see what that looks like if we bring it a little more cyan. And actually we just might have to desaturate it overall. Yeah, let's go ahead and select that again and desaturate. Oops. Come on. Cool. There we go. All right, sweet. See how that's really blue? And then now it's kind of nestling back there a little bit, so that's good. You know what? I'm not quite liking this guy right here. Let's see if we can, you know what? Let's just take him out. We're going to take him, put him in here, and because I like the idea of it, but I just don't like its placement. So it's a good idea. What happens if we kind of do that, and then we get rid of him here? Cool. And let's fog that out a little bit. Yeah, let's see. Get some highlights on this guy. Get some of that sky fill on the sides of this rock here. There we go. Oh man, that's looking good. All right, so now we can just play with the form since we have some nice colors to work with now and get this guy looking a little nicer. And you know what? Let's go ahead and get some of this going on up here. The same kind of treatment because I'm liking how that's looking. So go. What if we connect it? Should we see what that looks like? Let's connect this to that. So as if this is just taking a turn, coming towards the camera, coming down like that. Just playing, seeing where it'll go. As if there's a nice little green grass up there. Nice place to go hang out, have a little picnic. And watch the waterfall. Speaking of waterfall, we should get some more waterfalls in here. What do you think? Something I forgot. I got all this mist going on. Got a little bit up there, but we don't have a lot of indications that there is water flowing on this environment. So let's see. We'll have to work on these guys some more, but oops. Happy green grass. Love that happy green grass. Get a little darker, hit that edge, have it pop towards us a little bit more. And then we're just kind of smudging that away. All right. What if, just gonna try something here. What if we get even darker in here? Invert that, because I don't want it everywhere. And then I'm gonna paint into the mask here where I want that darkness to be happening. And what if we just kind of bring in this ridge a little bit more? And just for kicks, because we can always turn these layers off, let's try adding a little bit of that global fog back here, just to kind of nestle things back into the background as we bring out this foreground. And it's not bad. And let's see, what else do we want to do? I want to darken up this foreground too. So I like that effect, but only right here. So I'm going to Control I, invert the mask, and then paint with white where I want that effect to happen. So we're going to put that here. Get this foreground kind of darker. All right. Those trees especially. And the water. Can't forget the water. That's looking nicer, right? Let's see. So if we group that, check it out. This is before. It's kind of an even treatment of values all the way around. You know, it's getting a little noisy. And then here is after those changes. It's just a group of, 4 changes. And we're already having a little bit more of that vignetting of, you know, a dark foreground. We have our foggy kind of misty background and stuff. So that might be a change that we'll keep. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. We can also turn it down, you know, so you can find a nice place where it's kind of working, but not all the way. There we go. Nice happy place. There we go. Let's do a new layer and continue painting. Now these waterfalls look terrible, so let's go ahead and fix those. So maybe they're coming down from this. I don't know if there's a little creek. So we're looking at this reference down here. We have this great waterfall. I think this is in Thailand. I found it when I was looking. Oh no, sorry, Taiwan. And there's some great waterfall reference from Taiwan that I found. So we're kind of looking at this and seeing if we can echo some of those same shapes in what we're doing up here. So one thing I'm noticing is you have, these broad, dark, shadowy areas with these little speckles of waterfalls coming off, right? And so if we kind of hit these guys here in our own piece, let's see, which I'll show you. And we might get some of those those bushes in there too, which would be kind of fun. But let's go ahead and just create a line of that kind of waterfall action here. And then I'll show you how we're going to do this. I'm going to grab some of these shadow colors, come up like that, because this is all shadowed. Okay. And we're just going to do a little bit of magic. Nice. And do the same here. This is a little closer to camera, so we'll get a little darker. And actually, one fun thing to do, get your burn tool and go ahead and just hit that top edge, just like that. And we'll just smudge it. Oh, oh, that's nice. Okay, so now we're getting a little bit of that, and we can actually make a new layer and set this to like overlay. Oh man. And be careful because overlay tends to saturate. So you might have to desaturate your color that you're using there we go, to use to darken that. Maybe a little multiply. There we go. Okay, new layer. So as this comes down, let's go ahead and just get all this into shadow just for kicks. Let's try it out. And then we can add the mist back on top, because right now it's really light value down here and it's nice, but if we want this fun shadowed kind of waterfall area like what's going on in this, we're gonna have to darken things and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and try there we go. Nope, let's do this. There we go. And we'll just get closer to that darker value. And again, we can always come back, turn this stuff off and start over. That's what's nice. Just make a new layer if you're not sure about a change that you're going to do, especially if it's a big change. And if you don't like it, get rid of it. Okay. Get into those blues. There we go. Okay. Cool. Let's get some texture in there. Where's my textured brush? There we go. Hang in there. It's gonna get better. Okay. Okay, what we need is this kind of sky. See how the sun's coming from way back here and it's coming down. It's all backlit, so all this front plane is in shadow. but you're still seeing, you might not be seeing rock detail in here, but you're seeing those splashes of water and stuff. So let's try to find a color for this water as it's in shadow. And maybe it's in this kind of blue area. This might be too light, but actually it is too light. So let's go ahead and saturate it a little bit, get a little more bluer, somewhere in there maybe. A little darker. Let's see. Okay. And we'll connect these guys to the top. And actually, let's get our other brush. This one's super fun. All right. Nice. Oh, get darker, darker, darker. Darker, 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 darker. And let's actually, now where it meets the water, we have a couple pictures. So like, this is the same kind of scenario where the sun is way over here on the top left, coming this way. So I'm looking at what does it look like when the water hits the ground there, or the ground plane of the water. And you can see we could either hit it with sunlight and kind of get it splashy like that. That's one idea. So we could do something like this, and maybe it's hitting some rocks, you know, on the way down. And then we can add that mist and fog on top of that. Let's try that out a little bit. But there's a couple options we could treat the bottom of this piece. And you know what? We didn't follow this all the way over, so I was getting too focused on the details. And that happens. Just having so much fun painting in one area. You forget to look around and see what you're doing to everywhere else. There we go. Maybe there's a little rock right there. Cool. Nice. Excuse me. Okay. It's starting to look good. It's different than what we started with. Let's cut that down, come over, and get into that fog there. Cool. Now this is looking, I like the idea of it. Let's see. Nice colors. Thank you. Pomomumu. Thanks for the comment. Melanie Chuk. Dude, sick. Awesome. Glad you're liking it, guys. Thanks for watching, by the way. I'm so happy to have some viewers and stuff. This is, if you're just joining, this is the first live stream that I'm doing, and I'm super excited to start doing more of these. So I'm very happy that you guys are here for this first time painting live for you guys. So if you have any questions, let me know. And I know there's some kinks already that I need to figure out, like trying to get more quality options for you guys. I think that has something to do with because this is my first time streaming, I don't have that option available for you guys. So sorry if the only way you can stream is in source mode. I will figure that one out. So, but I appreciate you hanging in there and coming to say hi. And let me know, let's see, if someone can ask what my favorite color is, I can test out how much this delay is. So as far as the chat goes, because I have a feeling what I'm looking at might not be, there might be a lot of delay on when I see a chat and when I see it and talk to you guys and you hear that. I don't know. So if you ask me what my favorite color is, boom, right there I got Mari G. What's your favorite color? Awesome. It's blue. So thank you for asking that. All right. So it's not too much of a delay. Cool. Thanks for helping test that out. I like blue because water is blue, the sky is blue, and I love looking at the ocean, which has every color of blue, depending on the time of day, and it's just awesome. So I love blue. I love lamp too. Just kidding. All right. Oh, let's get some, should we get some wispy clouds in there? That'd be kind of fun. All right. Cloud brush. Boom. Gotta love the cloud brush. "15 seconds. Okay. Gotcha. Anshin says, this is gorgeous. I'm extremely new to digital art myself. So this question may be a little dumb. Where did you find these brushes? I've not enjoyed digital work so far due to simply using the default paintbrush. Oh, well, these brushes I've collected over the years by creating a lot of them and also finding them online and stuff. So you can find tons of brushes online, and but it's actually very easy to make a brush. Do you know how to make a brush, Anshin? A custom brush? Let me know in the chat, and if you don't, we can go through it real quick. But like right now, I'm using the default fuzzy airbrush that comes with Photoshop, and you can do a lot with that brush. You don't need all the custom brushes. Some help with being able to paint faster and indicate texture quicker. But yeah, you can get a lot just by using the custom ones or the standard ones. And then exactly. Pomomumo says, try out Houston Sharp brushes from DeviantArt, bro. Yeah, if you Google that and go download his brushes, he's got a lot of great ones. That's a very good comment. But like, let's just go ahead and make a new brush, or so you guys can see. So I'm gonna make a new canvas, 800 by 800. And you can make this whatever size you want, really. What I wouldn't do is not make it too big, okay? So I'm going to use the standard fuzzy brush. The standard fuzzy. And what I mean by that is it's seriously like the default airbrush, okay? And you paint with black, okay, on a new layer. And actually what I like to do, if this is not too complicated, let's do fill this new layer with black, okay? Add a mask to it, and then invert the mask, Control I, and then I can paint with that. I can paint into the mask, okay? If that makes sense. It might be too much and maybe overkill for what we're gonna do, but just get some texture in there. And let's see, let's go ahead and sharpen this guy up. Hardness. So we're using the standard brush. Okay. Getting some cool shapes in there. And then, you know what we could do? We could use the rubber stamp tool, current layer, and go ahead and rubber stamp around your canvas. Get some texture in within the texture. Okay, we're gonna make a nice little textured brush. Okay, you can even like, we could go crazy with this, but distort it, put a ripple on it. I don't know. You could do all sorts of stuff. We could smudge it. Okay. All right, but let's say you got that, right? And go ahead and make a selection that encompasses what you just did. And then do edit. And define brush. Where is it? Where is it? Oh my gosh. I'm losing it. Where is it? Is it great? Define brush preset. Why can't I do it? I'm failing. That's why. See, I got to test this out before I... There it is. You know, yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys. See, that's why you got to prepare for this stuff, okay? So you can do this on the fly, live. So, okay. So did you get that? You have a new layer. Select, edit, define brush preset. Bam. Okay. You have your brush there. And then it looks something like this, which is great. And then it's all about messing with these settings. So I usually like to do a little transfer on it. Maybe with something texture like this, I would do some shape. And since it's a circular type of brush, I can do an angle jitter on that. We could do a little color dynamics. And let's see what that's looking like. Now, if you want more texture, we could set up the spacing so it's a little farther apart. Yeah, like so. So let's go ahead and use that brush and see what it looks like. And really it's about trying to get, making a brush for what you need. But you just keep making brushes and you get better and better at it. Yeah, but definitely look at how, yeah, you can't do it with a mask, totally. Yeah, you have to do it with a layer, that's right. So that's why this wasn't working with the layer mask. So you're totally right. If you just have a layer of black and white to make your brush, then it'll work. Then you could do define brush preset. So you're totally right. So Fenderog, what's up, man? I know that guy. I'm glad you're checking it out. Anshin, yeah, just keep playing with those brushes, man. You just got to keep practicing with it. Let's see. Let me just do a new canvas down here so you can see a little bit what these look like. Just so you know. So this is this brush, and that's what I'm able to do. I can just pull that color, you know, and you get these nice streaks like this. See? So this is one of my favorites to use for getting that kind of like paint strokey look. And then I like to smudge out some of the paint brushes if it gets a little too streaked. So that's one of my favorites. Really love the mood. Wild Max, thanks. Glad you like it. Let's see. Oh, we were going to make some vines on this guy. Let's do that. All right, let's do a Sharpie. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is use a brush that looks like this. So it's pretty standard. And I'm just going to get the shapes of these vines down first. and then we can work on the texture of them afterwards, and what's the color of them, and what's on the or you know, what texture is within these shapes. But let's create some small ones over here. Oh, I'm glad, Anchin. That's great. Thanks for the follow, too. And today we're just kind of painting. I'm just having fun. But I'm really looking forward to getting some kind of structured demos and classes for you guys. So that cover custom brushes in more detail, that cover painting and lighting and color, mood, storytelling, all that good stuff at a later time. So this is the first stream, in case you guys are just hopping on here. And we are testing things out, making sure it works. And so we can do even more fun stuff later. Oh man, it's gonna be great. What am I saying? This is pretty fun. This is pretty fun. We're just painting pretty trees and stuff. This is awesome. Okay. Yo, Pat, could you show me the first layers of this painting? I really want to see how you start this out. That is a great question. Yes, I think I could do that. Let's see. Let me save it. Just takes a little bit. Okay. Let's see here. Now the easiest way to show you is probably just turning on these layers. But what we're gonna do is maybe just make sure that, to make it easier, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make all the layers that are invisible gray, just for now. Just so I know that I ended up not using that layer, if that makes sense. So we're gonna do that. Then I can show you a little bit of the process on how we got here. What is this? Oh, that's my crazy adjustment. We'll make that gray too. So I'm just right-clicking these layers, and you can color them. That's why some of them are blue, some of them are orange and stuff. Okay. So we got... All right, sweet. Okay, there we go. So, okay. So now I can show you. Let's go ahead and turn all this off. Yeah, BG. Alrighty. So I think this is the first layer that I did. I was kind of just really smudging in. It does look a little bit refined. I think I had an earlier file that did have more breakdown of how we got to this step. But to save on time and stuff, we'll just start here. And yeah, don't worry, dude. It'll be kind of fun. So you're saying, sorry, the trouble. I don't realize you got tons of layers. Yeah, I use a lot of layers. It's totally cool. We'll just buzz through some of this so you can kind of see. I was organized for a while between background, midground, and foreground. So here's the background as it was looking. Here's the midground. Here's the foreground. And we had a foreground tree. Okay. I think that's kind of how it was looking. This was about, I think this was like maybe an hour or two. I think about 2 hours of work to get to this point. And then it's all about just kind of refining certain areas. That was a step of just painting. Some color adjustments and things. Fogging out this. because I wanted to work on it some more, simplifying some of the shapes, painting, and just kind of riffing off what's there. Oh, that's a big change. So I decided I wanted to go darker back here. That was a big change. So I was just kind of blocking in some darker blues and then going at it a little bit. Yeah, let's see. Okay, and I made that cloud layer back there. That's just one layer. That's nice. There you go. Got some mid-ground kind of foggy stuff there. Now this foreground layer, just refining. Oh, that was a big one. Just a lot of little noodling. And why all the layers is because I'm testing out. Let's see, did I use that? No, I didn't. Okay, cool. I'm turning on the gray layers. I wasn't going to do that. There we go. Here's the new tree. Okay. And all this is good. This is what we've done today. Oh, fun. Okay. So just kind of bringing it back in. Oh, I've done a lot today. Here, this is off, on, which is, it's mainly about kind of building that middle area. So yeah, lots of layers. Why all the layers is because I like to, whenever I try to make a decision of should I add this or should I not, I add a layer because maybe I don't like it and maybe I want to go back. And also that feeling of, oh my gosh, is this going to be okay? You know, am I going to ruin the piece by making this next brushstroke? That's when you make a new layer. So I like to work like that. It helps me kind of get over that being fearful of messing everything up. So I hope that was helpful. Yeah, hope that was helpful. We'll next time perhaps we'll break it down more of how to do something like this from the ground up. So hopefully it'll be more helpful in the future. It's hard to just jump into something like this and understand how do you get here? What happened? I do that all the time when I see people's finished works. Sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, that was amazing. And when they break it down, they either have a really strong like pencil drawing underneath that describes all the forms, and that's an awesome way to start because you have a great foundation, you know. Then there's people that do 3D mock-ups to get all the perspective right and stuff like that. There's people that start with photos. This one started with just scribbling paint, and that's okay too. It all depends on what you feel like doing that day. Oh, thanks, Anchin. Oh man, that's awesome. What's your blog name? I want to check it out. And if I don't know if you're, oh, thank you. Yeah, we're just getting started here, so I really appreciate spreading the word. That's awesome. You guys are great. If you can't post a link, I don't know if I've set that up yet. Just the name of it that I can Google, and because I'd love to check out your art blog, Anchin. Thank you. Let's see, we're gonna lighten up some of this stuff because looking at it as a whole, my eye's going here and it's not consistent with the rest of the piece. Hi, Harry. Thanks for joining us. What I want some better negative shapes here. So let's see. What if we turn this into a tree? And let's warm that up. There we go. Nope, too purple. What tablet do I use? I use a Cintiq. It's the not the latest one, but the 27-inch, I believe. The HD one. I forgot the model name right now. I'm sorry. Not the touch one. I can't stand the touch effects. I think that's something you really got to get used to. But I've never had touch, so it's the one without touch. Oh, gotcha, Anshin. No problem, man. No problem. All right, so that's kind of eating away that. Okay, get some scale down there like that. Cool. Looking nice. Oh, we were going to fix this right here. You know, let's see what we got here. Okay, I was going to fix the scale on this stuff, so let's go ahead and do that. If we kind of cut the water line a little bit shorter there, we can make that stuff look a little bit farther away. So let's go ahead and just get a lighter value, and then we can work on things, but might have to move the horizon. We'll see. And let's do some more rock hits there. Get some more orange hits here. And pools of green in there. Little highlight on where the rock meets the water. Oh, thanks. Thanks for the link, Achin. I will check it out. Nice. You know what? Some of this doesn't quite make sense. Let's go ahead and fix that. This comes down. Maybe there's a little ridge there. There we go. And then like hit the sunlight. Give it a little more warmth. Ooh. Yeah, we'll just hit some of that ridge right there. And get some of that green. Cool. Is that better? Yeah. It's a little dark here. What if we use some inspiration from down here and get some of that, those greens and stuff, like some shrubs and Gonna just get some mossy stuff. Let's see. As the rocks turn away from us, maybe it's just, you know, it's losing that sunlight, but it's filled with all this kind of fun mossy stuff and leaves, and so we'll just hit some of that. Cool. What project am I currently on? Well, I'm currently working at Telltale Games as a concept artist, and so you could check out some of my work on their game, Game of Thrones. So that's my full-time job, and on the side, I'm working on trying to get this thing going. Being able to paint, because I love to paint on the side, and so I thought, man, it'd be fun to get a stream going and get chatting with you guys, because I can't teach full-time right now because I'm working full-time, but I can paint on the side here and there, and it would be so fun to paint and learn with you guys in a format that is growing and stuff, or we can learn from each other, and you could be anywhere in the world and come tune in for a little bit, relax and paint, and maybe learn something new. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do on the side. You worked on Game of Thrones. I remember seeing the Forrester Castle art and being absolutely blown away. Well, thank you. Thank you. That's one of my paintings. That's awesome. Glad you like it, Anshin. Though that castle, of course, although I painted it, it was our awesome team there riffing off each other, doing tons of viz dev back and forth, concept art, before we achieved the final look of that castle. So, although I might have painted it, it's a big shout out to the whole team there to kind of figure out the look of what that castle looks like and what that place looks like. So, but I appreciate it. Glad you guys like it. Okay. Oh man, look at this white. Don't like it. White's a tricky thing. You got to be careful with it. If it's everywhere, your piece starts looking a little chalky and stuff. Fenderog, thanks for following on Twitch. Appreciate it. You're awesome. How did I start my career? Well, I went to school at Ringling School of Art and Design, which is now Ringling College of Art and Design in Sarasota, Florida. And great school. I studied computer animation, and it was a 4-year BFA program, and they have lots of great majors now. I haven't checked up lately, but you can major in game design and photography and all sorts of different things. So yeah, so I went to Ringling and got a job at DreamWorks Animation when I graduated as a matte painter. So I was a matte painter for a number of years before I switched over to doing concept full-time. So that's kind of how I started. Get some of those highlights on that ridge there. Ooh, and let's just bring out some of those waterfalls there. Nice. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Anshin. Looks a little muddy up here. Let's see if we can... Things look muddy. Sometimes I get a nice airbrush get an overlay. And you just hit it with the same color of what it is, and you can bring back some of that saturation. You got to be careful with it because sometimes it gets a little too too saturated. But that's looking better. You know what? Also, let's see. Let's fix some. Let's fix this water down here a little bit. First job at DreamWorks, yeah. So after DreamWorks, I was at Lucasfilm Animation for a while. And then I freelanced for some time, working on Wizards of the Coast, working for them, defining some of the Forgotten Realms universe, some new locations and things. That was super fun. And then now I'm at Telltale. Ansel is now following me on Twitch. Thanks. Thanks, Ansel. Thanks for stopping by. I like this light here, so I'm just going to bring some of that down here. There we go. And let's get some shimmering going on. Change my brush to color dodge. And get some of those shimmers going. Thanks, Ansel. Mari G. Yeah, how does that work? Did you have to do any internships? You don't have to do any internships, though. That is extremely helpful, and it's such a great way to get experience, get exposure. It's like school, but you're on the job. So basically you're learning on the job by helping the department that you're in. It doesn't matter if you're interning, doing whatever. If it's at a studio that interests you or at a place that interests you and they have an internship, you can learn so much from doing that. So ultimately, it depends on your portfolio and sometimes your experience, and especially how good you are or how easy you are to work with. Are you a good coworker and a nice person and stuff? But having an internship definitely helps because they know, oh, you work there, you got exposed to the pipeline at a certain studio. So in my junior year at Ringling, I got an internship at Pixar in the lighting department. And so I got to work on Ratatouille for a little bit and see how they do things there and ask tons of questions. It was such a good experience. And so I learned a lot there. But you certainly don't need an internship. But do look for them because you can learn so much. So we're just making some cliffs over here. Just because I don't want these to stand out so much. So I'm just going to see if we can get just an indication of maybe some other guys over here. as they're popping up and stuff. Anchin says, would you say an expensive Cintiq tablet is necessary to get around with digital art? I have a cheap Wacom Bamboo, but I'm working hard over time to rustle up some money to get yourself a good tablet. Well, the good news is you do not need an expensive Cintiq tablet to do better art. So your Bamboo, I forget the pressure sensitivity on it, but it's really a matter of personal preference. I mean, back when I was starting out, people were using a mouse, and I started on Wacom version 1 when they were just starting, and it's amazing what you can do just getting that hand-eye coordination down with whatever you're using. So I've worked professionally with people who have the 4x6, photo-sized Wacom, and they're just killing it. So it all depends on that, because you can zoom into your canvas and be doing this, and it affects the whole screen, right? So you don't need to be zoomed out and doing little details on your small Wacom. You just gotta have to learn how to work with what you have to get the results that you need. So it's just a matter of practice. I will say though, Cintiq is I find it easier just having used both, but I was using a Wacom for 5-6 years professionally, and so you just gotta make do with what you have. The best recommendation I can give you is definitely try out a Cintiq if you're able to, and see if you like it, and see if it's something you want to save up for, because it's not necessary, but it is nice to be able to look at what you're painting just like you would look at a piece of paper and have that coordination of, I'm doing this mark here. I will say though, with a Cintiq, your hand gets in the way a little bit of what you're painting, whereas a Cintiq, I can paint here and look here, and my hand's not in the way, right? Because the cursor is over here. So if you do get a Cintiq, little tip I like to do is do window and then new window for this thing, and I would throw a smaller res version over here, and I would paint zoomed in on the right and see the effect over here on the left. So this is simulating like a Wacom experience, because if I make a stroke, let's make a new layer, because if I'm painting over here, it'll update here, after the stroke is done. So you can not have your hand in the way and get a look at the whole composition, by doing that. So I do this a ton. I would throw this onto the second monitor, and kind of look at it from far away as I'm painting. I'd love to do that. So yeah. So again, it's not necessary. Maybe we'll do that here. Let's do, there we go. Just so people can see what the far version's looking like, as we work on this thing. There you go. Nice. Does that make sense? So you don't need a Cintiq, but if you do, you have the benefits of having a Wacom and a Cintiq by doing this double view to get that Wacom experience, or the general tablet experience. Yeah. Oh, we gotta fix these rocks a little bit. So does that answer your question? Oh, thanks. Turn off your background body. Oh, Dat1K, how do you turn off the background? There's a green screen back there. So I figured that one out today. And so that's why the background is transparent. Candy letters. Hey, are you a traditional artist as well? Yes and no. So I don't get paid to do traditional art. So I guess I can't call myself, well, I mean, I guess I'm a visual artist is how you would put it. But traditionally, I don't work with traditional media that much. I'll do pencil sketches once in a while, or charcoal, especially when I'm doing early viz dev for environments and things, and I want to just get composition kind of blocked out. Sometimes it's easier to push charcoal around and get things going, and kind of feel the texture of the paper and just smudge things and get shapes and stuff that way before going digital. So yeah, so I like to use traditional once in a while, but professionally I am a digital artist. Getting some highlights on this moss here. Some texture. Smudging down. This blue is pretty intense, but maybe we'll get some of that cyan in there. And just kind of hit some of this so that blue doesn't stand out as much. Let's see, I'll go here. Pomomumo asks, do I plan on having any critique sessions? Yes, actually. That is in the plans. I would love to do that because I love seeing people's work, and even more so seeing them get stronger with their art and what they're trying to say and do. So yes, critique sessions, definitely. Not quite yet. Not quite set up to do that yet, but it's definitely in the plans for the future. So definitely follow the channel or hit me up on Facebook or Twitter. I'm still getting all those channels kind of set up and stuff. But if you're interested in critiques, I would suggest doing that, and then I will let you guys know when we start doing that. Because I would love to do that. That would be so fun. Gonna get some color dodge. Gotta love that color dodge. Sweet, you followed. Yeah, thank you. And how that will work, I'm still figuring out the format. So I might collect whoever's interested, like a group of 10 people or something, and then just spend a few hours going through everybody and doing like paint overs and stuff, and you guys can ask questions real time, and we can do like a little critique session and stuff. So that's kind of how it would work, I think, but still figuring out those details. So yeah. Oh, thanks. What time zone? Oh, it's 5 a.m. there. Wow. 5 a.m. Sunday or Monday? It'd probably be, depends on where you are. That rock's feeling better. You know what I want to do? Just darken this stuff a little bit more. Cool. I think that's pretty good. Let's see. Let's look around. I think I want to work on this area here. Monday, 5 a.m. on Monday. Yikes. Well, thanks for tuning in. I'm glad you stumbled on this. Oh, let's get some more fog back there and then darker. I can pull this tree out. There we go. Actually, yeah, and then let's get this. There we go. So I'm looking down here as I'm painting because I'm trying to work out this area and just figure out what's going on there. So. Just defining some of those treetops. Get some of that blue in there, because we love that blue. Do I still have some of my old works from when I was entering college? I do, actually. I like keeping all those old ones. I don't know if they're online anywhere, but I don't think so. I think they're all just in a bin somewhere in the garage. Yeah. But I did have to come up with a portfolio to apply for college. And in that portfolio was a lot of figure drawing. I was just going to coffee shops and drawing people in the coffee shop, hoping that they wouldn't look at me. But even if they did, that's okay. I'd apologize. Just trying to learn, trying to get better. I would go to the zoo and paint animals from life. If you don't have a zoo nearby, the internet is an awesome resource for getting reference and just painting stuff that you're seeing, because colleges want to see that potential of, you know, do you have that hand-eye coordination going, that need to express yourself through art, that passion, some of that practice of making things, learning, making mistakes, growing. They want to see your thought process, because if, you know, your art might not look crazy good, but if you show the process and what you're thinking, that is sometimes more valuable than what you're actually doing, right? Because we're all learning. So yeah, so a lot of that early work was funny to look at now, but I was sure trying. And they saw that I was trying. And so, yeah. All right, let's see. I'm just going to try something here because I'm not quite happy with this left side. It's just a big wall of black over here. So I'm going to just try bumping out some of these rocks. And kind of tying in what's going on here on the left here. So let's see. So that's kind of fun. Oh, sorry I didn't see your question. Dat1K, yes. Have you tried to join companies like Blizzard or even Steam? Yeah, so Blizzard, I would love to work for. Logistically, hasn't worked out to move down there and join them. But to Irvine, gosh, I love their work though. Maybe someday. But yeah, I'm enjoying working for Telltale right now, and making fun things on the side. Cool. So that's before that change, after, before, after, before, after. So I like how this is helping the scale. This is maybe just too bright. It's a good idea. So what I might do is just kind of knock it back a little bit and just bring it back. Yeah. That sounds good. And the perspective is just a little bit off on this. So I'm going to just kind of get another form in there and do something like that. I should mention this is a piece for fun. So I'm just kind of seeing where it goes. It's a lot of fun to do these kind of things where you're making big changes and you don't know where it's gonna go. You make a hillside here, a tree here, and you just run with it for a while until you're like, that's good, looks good. I think I'm done. So that's kind of what we're doing. Nice. Okay, let's see. Let's have a sip of water. We've done a lot today. This is before. This is after. Before. After. Nice. Nice. I see another area I want to just fix up real quick. Let's see. It's this guy over here. Oh boy. Let's see. What are we going to do with this side? It's the right idea, but... let's see. Anchin's asking about reference. So this was the type of reference I was collecting for this. Just a bunch of waterfalls that I found online, and I was just kind of liking the feel of this tiered mountainous waterfall region. Oh man, that's really good up there. Did you see that? This kind of thing. Let's try to get some of that up here. Let's do that. What if, okay, I can always go back. I think this is the right kind of value, but let's just block this in. Inflorescence, thanks for following me. How's it going? All right. This is the right value. Let's just fade it up like that. Get some of this going. Is that the right color? That looks pretty good. Bring this into the trees a little bit more. Oh, what if it comes down to here? Okay. So what we're doing, we're blocking in that area, and then we're going to add some of these waterfalls and things. So let's try that. Now I'm just looking at that. Ooh, okay. I'm getting somewhere. Where's my texture brush? All right, there we go. Thanks, Pomomumo. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Appreciate it. Okay, so we got this looking better. And all right, let's work on this stuff. Okay, so we want a cooler color if this is our shadow color, because keep in mind the sun's way up here and it's just raking down here, right? So although it's a light orange, we have to find what the water would look like back there. So I'm going to try cooling it up, and we're going to maybe get lighter and see what that looks like. And then, am I on a new layer? Yep. Okay, cool. And I'm just looking at this for shapes, okay? And we'll just get some of these kind of tears coming down. Maybe there's a rock right there. Okay. And let's go ahead and just try to get it cooler. There we go. That might work out. And let's set this to color dodge. And just hit some of these guys. So maybe these top guys are getting hit by sun and stuff. Cool. All right, do some of this. And all right, get some of these shadows of these rocks. A little more red in there. Oops. So what we're trying to do, and we're testing out, is getting some water up there, have it be in the shadow, maybe a little hits on the tops of this water coming down. It's a tricky scenario when it's all colorful like this. We're bending the rules a little bit of what should be happening. Just trying to make a pretty colorful piece. Nice. Highlights are fun. Just getting some rim light on these bushes. And you know what's really going to help? See how these guys are have the same treatment as these guys and these guys. Well, what if we get some nice plants in here? I don't know. Let's see if we can do that. So I'm going to just get rid of these guys for now. And then paint some bushes. We'll see how that goes. All right. And we can look at these guys. Ooh. For reference. Okay. So this is pretty fun. What about something like this? Okay. So we have a new layer. And let's go ahead and try to get some of that going on. Actually, let's see. Nice. I know it's all green right now, but we're focusing on just getting some of those shapes right. And then we'll go in and change the colors of things. Because what we can do is lock transparency on this guy and then paint our other colors and stuff. You know, see? Pretty cool, huh? And then we can do a new layer with some other leaves. Actually, let's get some twigs in there. Because these guys are really fun right here. So let's go ahead and get some of that. Nice, that's great, Anchin. He's painting or drawing a waterfall on paper. And you could do the same thing, like get some nice reference up and just kind of study what's going on there. Why does it look like a waterfall? What are the properties of it that make it read, you know? And so we're trying to use some of those same concepts in this piece. But you can do it on paper, or you can do it on with acrylics or Whatever you like. That's what's fun. Doesn't matter what you use. Oops. Is that going to work out? Let's see. So I'm just bringing in some darker values on this guy. Bring it into the foreground a little bit. And getting some of those backlighting highlights. Nice. Cool. That's looking better. All right. Gosh. Well, it's the right idea. I need more time in those guys and on getting those bushes figured out. So we'll do that. We'll do that maybe next time. But for now, let's just go ahead and smudge it up a little bit. And just, it just needs to kind of be knocked back a little bit. It was a little perfect when you paint it straight up like that, and the shapes and stuff. So we just need to mess it up a little bit so it falls in with what's going on in the rest of the piece. Zimba01, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Actually, all this would be in sun. Let's go ahead and get that. There we go. Thanks, Sola. I appreciate it. so we're going to try to fix these waterfalls a little bit. Got that second view up. Let me get rid of that. And all right. Oh, thanks for the follow, Sala. Just getting some clouds in here. Some mist plumes. Nice. All right, let's see. Maybe there's a little flower patch up there. All these little guys. Nice. Just creating some negative space out there. Try to get some indication of some trees. Maybe there's true trees. Or, even better, maybe it's a similar one to this guy, but he's just really far away. It's got it's like a mangrove kind of hanging down. Cool. Don't want to. There we go. Nice. Oh, thanks. Sola's mentioning how Twitch is awesome for seeing artists work and stuff, and I think it's an awesome new format to watch people work. You learn so much from it. So hopefully you learn a little something here. We're just playing around today, though. But it'll be fun to break things down into more detail and really dive deep into color and lighting and stuff. But sometimes it's just nice to have fun, see where it goes. So I appreciate it. But yeah, Twitch is awesome. I would watch the gaming streams all the time. Watch Halo and Destiny. And for gaming, it's awesome too, because I don't have time to play all those games, but I love them so much. So you just put that stream on in the background and just have fun listening, watching, wishing that you're playing as you're working or doing whatever you're doing. And same thing with art too. It's fun to listen to people, how they work and stuff, and thought process. Makes you think about some other stuff. Maybe I should try that differently or work that way. Because not every method's going to work out for you. How you would tackle this piece versus me could be very different and could be totally fine and awesome. Everyone's got their way of working, which is kind of neat. I love that stuff. So I've always enjoyed it. Hearing people work, share their process. So just want to try doing that. Give back a little bit. Say thanks to all those people that started before. And while I was learning and growing up and learning how to paint. Yeah, definitely. Overwatch, the game, Anshin? Yeah, it is by Blizzard. It's really fun to see Blizzard take on a different genre like that. Man, the character design is amazing. Lighting's amazing. Yeah, I'm really excited about that game. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. Cool. So maybe we'll spend just maybe another 10 more minutes and see how far we can do. How far we can get in this next 10 minutes, and then I'm going to take a break. But gosh, I sure appreciate you guys tuning in and stuff. Oh, I'm glad this is relaxing for you. Why is your cursor changing shape? Because I'm changing brushes and stuff, and so the cursor will change as I do that. Nice, that's looking good back there. You know what needs to be knocked back a little bit is this guy right here. So see how that's kind of popping out? So let's work on that right now. Thanks. We could put a happy little tree over there. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll put a happy tree there. Oh, let's see. Is this is a mountain, a ridge? What is this? Let's hit that shape a little bit more. And this shape, we got to figure out, is it a ridge that connects over here? Let's see. Sure. You know what we might do is just kind of, let's just fuzz this out for now. Just have it all. Thanks for the follow. Master of Thone. Thanks. Trolley Witch. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. All right. We're just going to make this stuff a little bit more subtle. Yeah, it's looking good. And kind of unify this stuff. Ooh, that's good. There we go. Ninja Monkey 99. Hey, thanks for the follow. I love ninjas and monkeys. I don't know about 99 of them. That'd be kind of scary. 99 ninja monkeys. I'm just kidding. Let's see. Hickey P. Mellon. Did you get inspiration from anything? Inspiration for this mainly came from these photographs here. Yeah, just trying to, I wanted to paint something relaxing and with a deep focus, deep canvas. I wanted to paint something colorful. So I'm really trying to just take what's going on in some of these images and push it and see where it goes. Which has been a lot of fun. So the inspiration is kind of from these guys. Let's get our textured brush. There we go. thanks, guys. Glad you're enjoying it. So if you're just joining now, I'm going to be wrapping up here in the next few minutes for today. And but I will be back. And so I really appreciate the follows. And if you missed the beginning of this, I'm going to be posting to YouTube. So there's a link down in the channel there where you will see this video pop up there after this is done. So if you missed the beginning, basically we started with this, which I had worked the other day for a few hours to get to this point. And so today on the stream, we went from here to here, here to here. So if you want to see what we did there, you can watch this video. And this version, it works, but I wanted to see what we could do and just kind of unifying the depth a little bit, pushing the color, and just having fun with it. This is a personal piece, so I'm just kind of playing in the space and seeing where all these forms can go and stuff. So that's why it could almost pass as this could be one version, this could be two version instead of a progression forward. It's more of an exploration. So anyway, if you want to see the process of how we got to here today, subscribe to me on YouTube, and you'll see that video pop up in the next hour. So yeah, and then I'll jump on Twitch here and there, at least to do more painting demos and explorations, talk about color and lighting, dive deep into that stuff because I love it, and just learn and grow with you guys. So make sure to subscribe on Twitch, twitch.tv/metavisuals, if you want to see more. Be notified when this goes live again. But I sure appreciate it. If you just joined, this is the first stream. So we are starting something hopefully fun and exciting for you guys. And thank you so much for those of you who are watching right now. This has been awesome. So I'm excited to do more with you guys. It's gonna be great. And we'll have more Q&As and stuff. Big 64, sorry I missed your question. Do you make all your brushes? No. So there's some great brushes out there. I'm gonna work on a little bit of a FAQ and some links to brushes, and I'll eventually have my brushes available for you too, because I don't mind sharing that at all. So feel free to subscribe and stuff, and I will post links to that when I get it going. One reason why I don't have those available right now is because I've just got, I mainly use tool presets, and this is how many tool presets I've collected and use and stuff. I want to organize that for you. I don't want to just drop you with hundreds of brushes and have you organize it. So but I will make those available to you, so feel free to follow, and I'll update you when I get those available for you and all cleaned up, so it's not hundreds and stuff. And no, I don't use those hundreds. It's just I haven't organized my brushes in all the years I've been working, so I just mainly use the top 20 here. So I'll get those over to you guys soon. and Telltale and DreamWorks, I've been a concept artist and a map painter. Yeah. For a number of films and games. I just like to paint on the side here and there. When I'm home, having fun with you guys. So this is going to be great. I'm really excited to do more. Yeah. If you guys like it. If this is helpful to you. Okay. I think we're going to call it for today. Oh, that's a bad brushstroke right there. Boom. Fix that guy. There we go. Sounds good. That looks pretty good. That's good for today. Yeah. Sounds good. Bam. Well, thanks, guys, for joining me. This has been awesome. First time streaming, and you guys were all here. So I'm excited to do this again. Thanks for tuning in. And just, yeah, follow me on whatever media you like to use most, whether it's Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, or Facebook. I'll try to get all those kind of concise and unified and let you guys know when we do this again. So, but man, this has been awesome. And thank you so much, guys. So we'll see you next time, I guess. And now I get to awkwardly find how to stop the stream because this is the first time. And I'm like, where's the stop button? Which I'll set to a hotkey later, but you know, this is definitely the first time. There we go. I found it. Okay. We'll see you next time.